Young.
I think now is probably just like finalizing everything, because it's just been like just put off for like months. It's like we've been sitting on it like for like a while, and just like the process of mastering like took a lot longer than we had wanted it to and expected it to. But I mean, all of it really, you know, I can't really pick just one thing out of it that is my favorite. Everything was just a really fun time. Like nothing really seemed forced. Like it was just free flowing energy put into everything, and now we get to present it to you guys, and it'll be a cool thing, you know, once you see it all come together.
Give me your energy.
Shit, he's very, very particular about how he wants his shit. It took me a lot of time to kind of like show him, like as far as what I bring to the table for like engineering. Like I kind of wanted to put my hands on it for myself. And then once I kind of started to make like the improvements that I did, I kind of try to take on like the approach of like engineering like other people's sounds. He will push you to, you know, be your best and do your best. It's very difficult, very particular, but I think with that, you know, it definitely helped me out a lot as far as finding my sound, being able to be a better writer, and figuring out like overall what it is that we're kind of looking for when it comes to a project, whether it be just a song or an album. And yeah, you know, he's
difficult.
Super difficult. I cannot emphasize that enough.
Yeah,
he's
man.
difficult as fuck.
Yeah, man.
It's different. I mean, if you're, you know, tuning in and expecting it to sound like the Money Stacks album, I guess you're gonna kind of be swayed away a little bit. There's a little bit of everything in there, and it's not really, you know, sticking to one sound. It's just like a bunch of just kind of things that we had wanted to make and have fun with, like for ourselves, and decided that it wouldn't really fit on anything that we may or may not be working on. And yeah, I just decided to make an album for the release of everything. You know, the brand's finally coming together, so we figured why not make an album for it. Shit, I fucking hope to God that everybody, you know, follows not just like the album, but you know, the brand itself the way that we had all hoped and dreamed that it would a year ago. You know, there was a lot of high hopes, a lot of mixed emotions about starting how we did. We definitely bit off more than we could chew, but I think now we're a little bit more prepared for it, and you know, I think they'll enjoy it for sure. We put all the work into it, and if you guys don't like it, then
Okay, so I want this to be my career. This is all I've ever fucking dreamed about since I was a little child. Every fucking day of my life was spent dreaming of being an entertainer, and it's, you know, the older I get, the more I realize maybe that's not the only way to do that. You know, in today's music industry, it's so much about what else you can do besides make music. You got to be able to edit music, you got to be able to edit video, you got to be able to do pictures, you got to be able to throw events, you got to be a promoter, you got to do this, you got to do that. For us, we just wanted something that it culminates all of that shit. And Dos Ghosts is that. That's what it is for us. We want to be able to build a culture for the city that we live in and the surrounding area, the world, you know what I mean? But right now it's just building around our community and what we can do in this place and space that we have. You know, whether that's, you know, doing clothing, throwing events, making music, whatever it's got to be. We just want people to get behind that, and you know, that starts with us. You know, the amount of passion and ambition that we have, that we put in it, people are gonna, you know, reciprocate that energy and gravitate towards it more. You know, so for us, it's like, what can we do in the city for entertainment wise that gives people a reason to stick around? It's a big college town, it's a big oil field town, so there's a lot of people that aren't from here, and they come here and their first impressions are, oh, this place sucks, there's nothing here to do, there's no culture, there's nothing like that. And it's like, there is. People just aren't exposed or don't know about it, or what they are exposed to is half-assed and not what we want to give to people. So it's just about building and doing stuff like that we can do for the community. And it's gonna start small, but it's gonna end up big. And I believe in these guys with all of my fucking heart, and I believe in it myself. And I will put 100,000,000% into it every single day that I can. That's what gets me up. That's what keeps me up to, work when I'm tired. But I think that's just what it culminates what Dos Ghosts is to all of us. It's a culture of like working hard and doing whatever the fuck you want to, no matter what people think about that. And we're gonna keep building that. That's the culture that we're trying to bring to the city. Yeah. We've done 2 college parties. We did a Halloween show.
We did 3 college parties.
3 college parties. And now we're doing like themed event type stuff. Like we just did a 90s party that was bananas. We got some other things of work that I can't talk about obviously until it's finalized, but we're bringing in another hip hop artist, a bigger, more known artist. We got more college type themed shows for the future to do stuff like that. But once the originals do space opens, that's going to open us up to do so much more stuff. It's double the capacity. There's a balcony. It's going to, we can do a lot of stuff, phone parties, a lot of cool different stuff. But that depends on the community too. If they keep supporting and we stay in contact and communication with them, they can let us know what type of stuff they would like to see. And that's the stuff that we would love to do.
So as far as support, would you say that it's definitely like the movement's building?
It is. I don't think people know exactly what they're supporting. You know what I mean? They just know that, the O throws cool events every now and again. But I mean, that counts on us too, because we're not really conveying that. We get so I know I get so flustered when I'm at a show. It's like, it's so much different attending a show or as opposed to like running a show. You're so behind the scenes and you're so frantic making sure everything goes down that you forget sometimes that you need to communicate with the audience that's there to know exactly why they're there and what they're doing there. But it's been great. I mean, we started out kind of with a bang, and then the middle shows kind of faded out, but these last 3 we've sold out all 3 at the O. So we've been building and building. I think people are actually like, when they see it, they're like, oh, okay. But I think a big part of it is it's not always about who's throwing it. It's about what entertainment that you're offering the people, your demographic, your market that you're, giving, these shows to. So I'd say the support's there. We just, after this, I hope they know what they're supporting and they're behind that even more. So. It sounds like a cool name, but it's really like an inside joke between all of our friends. Do I tell him? Like, I feel like, okay, so it's called Boo Boo. Like, that's Dos Ghost. It's like 2 ghosts, really. And it was like an inside joke. We'd all just joke around. We call each other Boo Boo. Things are Boo Boo. It's just kind of like a term to just say whatever is just really stupid or like you're dumb or whatever. And it kind of just turned into like a cool name. Callie's Mexican, so we just put the Dos in there and the 2 ghosts, and it sounded cool, and yeah, it just kind of turned into a whole different thing. But yeah, we'll all secretly know the inside joke of it, which is kind of funny. Well, Money Sacks is something that me and Eddie made a long fucking time ago when we were young and naive, and we thought that's what rap was about. And basically, that's just our crew. I mean, eventually, if we ever could make it a thing, that's like what we dreamed our record label would be as kids, would be Money Sacks Entertainment. And it kind of just turned into like, Callie and Rhett joining, and it turned into like this group thing. But like, we're not a group. We've never been like a rap group or whatever. It's all solo artists that we make our own music. We just perform together and make music together and stuff. So it's different from that because Dos Ghosts is a brand. It's a company that we want to have that has a lot of different avenues. We do clothing, we do event planning, we do photography and videography work, we do music stuff as well, but like it's just 2 different things. It's just a brand. They both kind of represent the same thing, which is like what we wanted to do. Those type of things when we were a kid like meant a lot to us, and we kind of all understand from different avenues of life like what it's like to kind of be an outcast and like do stuff that people don't really enjoy at all. They're looked down upon. So and that's what, you know, they're different in that kind of sense. But Dos Ghost is one thing, Money Sacks is a different thing. We just collaborate on stuff together. Question?
Alright, so you guys have been working here for a while. Obviously, like, we see it all the time, like, you guys behind the computer, recording new stuff, like, always, like, doing the events around town.
Right.
Going and traveling. So, with all that going on behind the scenes, what can we expect moving forward with Dos Ghost?
Well, we're finally trying to get everything together. We kind of rushed it. Last year, I just got an update that, like, last year to yesterday was, like, the day that, like, we made all the social media stuff for it. So we kind of rushed it. We were, like, had big dreams and, like, we were like, oh, da-da-da, and we kind of rushed it. I put the website out, and it was kind of like we were not prepared at all to drop that kind of stuff. But, you know, we've been throwing events with it, and that's, you know. But as far as going forward, we're getting everything locked together. We're getting everything that we need for the business. Expect a lot of clothing, this album to come out. And once the album comes out, everything's gonna roll after it. We're just preparing for that moment, but you'll see soon enough.
So, when is the album coming?
It'll be here tomorrow on all online streaming services, Apple Music, Spotify, all that good stuff. Whatever you listen to music on, it'll be there tomorrow. I promise you. I appreciate the patience. I know it's been like 2 years since I've released anything by myself. Me and Callie did the Money Sacks album last year, but it's been a long time. We've just been really working on a lot of different shit, and we're finally getting it together. So tomorrow, you'll see everything.
Word. How would you describe the sound on the new album?
It's a mixture. It's a mixed bag. We really like. It's really turned up. It's really fun. There's nothing on there that's gonna make you like cry or like feel a certain type of way. That's not what this album is about at all. It's about having fun. So a lot of them are turn up songs. A lot of them are real chilled back, hype songs. But overall, the project is just gonna be really fun. There's gonna be no crying over this project. We're just gonna have fun.
I got heart, I got stress, I got goals, I got next, I got faith, cause I'm blessed, I got less, so I stretch, yeah.